I'm being so real right now. I have no idea why. I am so tired. Hi, I'm a C-Class rider who's pretty slow. Let's talk body position. Body position is kind of boring, and I've kind of always felt like that. You know, you'll see the Moto Academy on YouTube, and they'll be talking about body position non-stop. And I take a couple tips from those videos once in a while, but I never really focus on improving my body position. Because before, I didn't really care that much. I wanted to just do whatever was most fun, and most fun was just not focusing on anything. Ever since I had my KLX and I started riding motocross, I kind of just do whatever felt natural. Like, the extent of body position for me was, oh, okay, when I go off that jump, my front wheel comes up, now I'm going to lean more forward, and that worked. And I never really had to change anything. But once I got my YZ125, and it started pulling me a little harder, and the frame was a little bigger for me, and you have to keep on the power harder to hit jumps and stuff, body position started to matter more. So why did I decide to care about it in this video? Number one is just the control factor. I felt like with the way I was riding, I just genuinely didn't have that much control over the bike. Like, I just feel it buck around all over the place in the braking bumps, so it was hard to stay in ruts. I just didn't feel comfortable going fast at all, which is, you know, kind of problematic. It was the first time ever that it felt like how I was standing on the bike was genuinely holding me back, which made me realize that, of course, it's time for a change. Secondly, I was watching a YouTube video and I saw myself in it, and I looked horrible, so, you know, that's the other reason, and I guess, you know, maybe a better reason. Anyways, back to the video. I'll hop in again and make some comments later. I'm so tired. Like, the track is rough. I can't, like, I don't know, I can ride, like, decent for a second, and then just, like, kind of fall on my face. Okay, couple things with moto. I am gonna work on my body position, meaning just like, you know, keep my butt back a little more, and just like staying over the bike, bring the bike a little more, toes in, and finally, I'm gonna keep my feet on the pegs. I'm gonna keep my feet on the pegs the whole way around, see if I can get better. I'm trying to get better on this thing, and you know, what I'm doing just isn't cutting it, so. I don't know why. Okay, so this is my first lap after those few changes, and what did I notice right away? So, some of the main differences were more long-term naturally, but a few of the things that I did notice right away is it was a lot easier to keep the bike in ruts when my weight was more evenly distributed. Like, I didn't feel like I had too much on the front, where the front would, like, get squirrely over the braking bumps, or, you know, too much on the back, where, like, you know, it'd just be the front wheel would be everywhere. That being said, speaking of braking bumps, that's the other thing I noticed right away is the braking bumps. When I was going over them, the bike felt a lot more like it could like move freely under me instead of me being bucked around with it, which definitely helped, especially with fatigue, which I'll get into in a little later. Okay, so obviously practicing my body position did not make me the fastest guy on the track all of a sudden. So okay, why am I making this video? Why does body position even matter in the first place? Well, I think it's less about going fast for this one, okay? You're gonna have to hear me out. It's more about being comfortable. Because I feel like when you're comfortable and when you're confident and when you feel safe, that's when you start going faster. And I did notice later this day, I started feeling a little bit faster and I started revving the bike a little more. Just being able to, having the space to. So why is that? I was having less close calls. I was less like almost falling through ruts. I felt like I was able to trust myself a little bit more through the corners and start to feel out how the bike was going to react without me, let's say, taking my foot off. Also, just feeling the bike react underneath me, that makes me, you know, it makes you comfortable. It makes you feel better. So I feel like that's kind of the big reason why you do it. It doesn't make you fast. It won't just make you fast. But there's a reason why all the fast guys have good body position. Of course, this is kind of obvious, but, you know, to me it wasn't, I guess. So I thought I'd make this video anyways. And the big thing, if you don't change your body position for any other reason, is fatigue. Getting on a big bike, my arm pump has been crazy the last few weeks. And working on my body position and being more balanced on the bike has reduced my arm pump, like in that day, towards the end of the day, by so much. I was able to ride for so much longer than I thought I would. So, if anything you take away from this video, less arm pump. That's all I gotta say.